welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about the cultural shocks I had when I came to the UK. I'm from Poland, I'm Polish, Cześć. So when I came here to the UK, I noticed so many things that for me were like, whoa, why are you saying that? Why are you doing that? There's so many things that people do differently here. Now I'm used to them, now I do them myself. But when I first came over, a lot of things were definitely a shock. So I'm just gonna get right into it. I've got quite a long list, so let's get started.
Ooh, I've lost 10 pounds. Ooh, I've lost a stone.
Now all that means nothing to me. I was brought up using centimeters and meters and kilograms. And if someone says, oh, I lost 10 kilos, I'm like, wow, that's great. And I have an understanding of how much weight that is. But if someone says,
I lost half a stone,
my brain does not know what to do with that information because it's not used to using all those units. Same with height. Oh, I'm 5.10. I'm 5.6. What? I need to convert it every time. But I think I now remember that I am 5'9". I think I may be wrong. The next thing on my list is accents. Obviously, wherever you live, different parts of your country may have accents, or even the language differs a teeny bit, like in one part of the country to the other, but you still understand each other. In the UK, it's like you're in one city, people speak with one accent. You go to a city or even just a small town, I don't know, half an hour drive away, and people speak differently. I live in the northwest. I think the main accents in the northwest are the Manchester and the Scouser in Liverpool. Now I'm used to them both. I've probably picked up some of the characteristical things from both, not Manchester and Liverpool. I can't tell myself. Obviously I've got a Polish accent as well, so and then in the south they tend to speak like a bit more proper, so differently and clearly, and so as long as it's within the English border, I'm fine. But when I go to Scotland, oh my god. I'm sorry anyone Scottish watching this, but the thing is, I do like how it sounds. I do love Scottish accent. I love how it sounds. But I'm really struggling to understand people. And now if I'm asking them, oh sorry, can you say that again? Oh sorry, what did you say? All the time. I feel like they think I speak poor English, but it's not that, it's just their accents.
Oh hiya, you're right.
This one, it took me so long to get used to. So in the UK, say you walk into a shop, or you go and see your friends, or you walk into your work, people will say to you,
You're right.
they're asking you if you're alright, but it doesn't mean they actually want you to answer if you're okay or not. This is just a greeting, and usually you reply, yeah, I'm okay, you, without actually wanting to know whether they're alright as well. It's just a greeting. Now I'm used to it. Now I say it myself. But at first I found it very strange. Like the second you see someone, instead of just saying oh hello and start a conversation like people do in Poland, people ask you, are you okay? I still don't know why, because I never bothered googling it actually, but why in the UK you've got two taps. Obviously now in newer buildings people install mixer taps, but I have lived in some older houses where in each bathroom there was two taps. Why? When you're washing your face you need to go like that. You need to mix the water yourself, but I'm sure you've heard about it before and it's nothing new, so let's move on to the next point. Another thing on my list is politeness. If you were born in the UK, you probably never noticed because obviously you're used to it, but people are overly polite, which I don't mind. I actually love it because I'm a bit of a smiley, always happy looking person, so for me it's perfect. There's some miserable people as well, don't get me wrong. It's not like 100% of people are like this. You may as well be nice to someone than be rude. The next thing on my list is weddings. Now I do prefer how they do weddings here in the UK compared to a Polish wedding, but for me at first it was just a big shock. For starters, you don't invite everyone to the whole day. In Poland, everyone gets invited. The church ceremony is, I don't know, like 2, 3, 4 o'clock. So people will go straight to church or straight to the party, but it's up to them. Most people will come to church, and now some people will come to the bride or groom's house before the ceremony, and it's like just to watch them like get in the car and whatever, and there's like a lot of different traditions going on, but everyone gets invited to everything, and you get a few different courses throughout the night. Free drinks, vodka's free, beer's free, everything's free, and you also have tables full of food, meats and salads and bread and whatever, so that not only you get a few courses, but you also get like food available to you at all times, and that's just how it is in Poland. Now in the UK, some people get invited to the ceremony in church, but now if it's like someone you don't know that well but you still want them to be there, or if it's like your work colleague, or you know, people who you're not that close with yet you want them to be at your wedding, you'd invite them just for the evening party. So you invite some people for like the wedding breakfast, so they're in church, then you go to the venue and you have like a meal, and then you also have like champagne and drinks at your table, so you don't pay for them, and there's speeches and all that. And then only about like 7 o'clock at night more people come, and you usually put up like a buffet for them, but people buy their own drinks at the bar. For me it was a huge shock, like what, I'm going to a wedding and I'm buying my own drinks and I won't even be fed. But that's just how it is. Next thing is going to pubs for meals. Maybe because I grew up in a village in Poland, but we wouldn't really go out much. We'd always cook, and like if we were to meet up with family, we'd go to their house or they would come to ours, and my mom or my aunties or whoever it was, they would cook and they would like put up a feast, but it would be all at home. But here I've noticed that people go out a lot. And we're moving on to diversity. Obviously I have no issues with different races and color schemes and stuff like that. It doesn't make a difference to me, honestly. A human being is a human being, whatever is their skin color or hair color or race or wherever they come from. So this wasn't a shock as such, but just an observation that there is so many people from different nationalities in the UK. Like so many people from India, obviously Poland like me. So yeah, there's so many people with different backgrounds, different countries and cultures. And last but not least, why? Well, I kind of know why, it's like health and safety, but why would you not put sockets or light switches in bathrooms? Honestly, where I'm from, we can do whatever we want. Like in my bathroom at home, I would have light switches and proper sockets where I could go in with my hairdryer, plug my hairdryer and do my hair in the bathroom. Around here, no. The only sockets you're allowed to have in bathrooms is them like little ones for shavers. You can't have normal sockets. So that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you live in the UK but you grew up somewhere else, and if you have any more to add to this. I think this was quite a long list, but I'm sure there's more things you noticed, especially if you grew up somewhere even further away from the UK. Obviously Poland is not that far away, and most of these things are not that drastic that I mentioned. But maybe if you grew up somewhere like, I don't know, Africa or Asia, you may have noticed even more things. So I'd like to learn about those. That would be very interesting. And I'll see you in the next video. Whew. Cultural.